We've got some tips on how to deal with awkward silences.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
Yes, my hair is down, but stay tuned and it will be up. It'll be normal, don't panic. We ask you to ask us questions that we can give you advice in answer to, and maybe you'll take that advice and make your life better. Maybe you won't, because this advice is purely for entertainment purposes.
Thomas Salad Finger Hemstreet asks, how to have less awkward silences and how to have good small talk. A couple of things. First of all, that's not a question. Second of all,
it's a title of a book.
Yeah.
You know?
Thomas, if you are introducing yourself as, quote, salad finger in interpersonal live conversation, I don't think you're ever gonna sidestep awkward silences. I'm just observing that. I do like it.
That's his given name, man. You gotta take that up with his parents. I mean, that's what he is on Facebook. That's obviously his real name.
Good point. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Okay, now this is a great question, even though it wasn't really a question. Lots of people don't know how to deal with awkward silences that happen in friendships, on dates. You know, there's lots of situations where you're getting to know somebody and there's these awkward silences, and what he is looking for, Thomas, what you are looking for, is a way to avoid those. Now, there's lots of like, just totally practical things like, oh, well, be prepared with the things that you want to talk about. Keep up with current events.
Like have a back pocket conversation
but don't literally
starter.
Pull it out of your back pocket and unfold a sheet of paper.
And read it.
That's bad. But just have it in the back of your mind. Be like, you know what, if this date gets a little awkward, I'll be like, hey, did you hear about that, that new squirrel they found?
No. What?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Apparently it's a lot bigger than normal squirrels.
Are you making this up?
Yeah, I'm making this up.
He really drew me in. You see, allow me to say what not to do.
You could just make it up.
When you're experiencing an awkward silence, tell me what you think of this. Don't do that thing where you're in an awkward silence and then it's like, awkward. Don't do that.
Yep, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, because it just makes it worse. You want to make it better, you don't want to make it worse, right?
Now, right, well, you can, and beyond all the practical things, I think there are two real options here. First thing is you can just embrace it. You know, a lot of times you can exert a lot of control and a lot of power in a conversation or a relationship when there's an awkward silence and you just go with it. You're just like, you gotta maintain eye contact. You cannot lose eye contact. You just gotta sit in the silence. But the other thing that I found to be very helpful is when you sense there being an awkward silence, you just ask the question, do you hear that?
This is good.
And then you can sit in an awkward silence for an extended period of time, but it's not awkward because you're both listening.
It's motivated.
You're like,
and it at least explains, hey, the reason why I wasn't talking wasn't because I'm awkward, I actually heard something. Now it's on you whether you actually heard it too. So they're either gonna A, think that they're the awkward one, or B, that they're the crazy one who's not hearing it, or probably C, you're the crazy one for hearing something that's not really there.
I think this is great advice. Okay, next question. This one's from Matthew Archibald. He says, Rhett and Link, what's the best way to go about taking it to the max, the next level?
Now, we get asked a lot of questions, but this is the most common question we are asked ever. How do you take it to the max? How do you take it to the next level? I take it as a compliment that people are always asking us this. Step one, you need to tell yourself, I can take it to the max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can do this.
I'm going to take it to the max.
Step two is carve out a good chunk of time in order to take it to the max. You don't want to be rushed when taking it there.
Yes.
It's
embarrassing for everyone.
Right, so that's not good. Third thing got written down here. Next, when you are taking it to the max, you've got to take the bull by the horns. If you don't have a bull, then any horn will do. Like if you've got some taxidermy, it's got a horn on it, just take it. Take that horn.
And I think that
preferably it's a bull.
The key here is that different things work for different people when you're taking it to the max. For me, a lot of times it's just, no matter what it is, if I dig really deep and I get it from here, and then whatever I'm doing, I've taken it to the max.
Or like
I think I burst. Oh.
Yeah, there's a risk in taking it to the max in that way. And whatever happened to you is that risk.
You can put on a leather jacket. That's something I'd like to do.
Or a scarf. Now what? Axe challenge time.
On this week's Axe Styled in Seconds challenge, Link has to prepare this mannequin for the winter by clothing him before I finish styling my hair. And as you can see from looking at this mannequin, he needs to be clothed ASAP.
Yes.
Link, do you have a name for the mannequin?
Iceman.
Okay. Styling begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Done?
Yeah, buddy!
Boom! Winner. We are now tied up 3-3 with 4 events to go. The loser has to have all the hair on their chest waxed off.
Wax on, wax off.
Hopefully that's gonna be you.
You know what day it is. It's Thursday. And Thursday means mail.
Thank you for sending us mail to our P.O.Stiffus box. And as you know, it goes on the Mythical Mail Bolder. Everything you send, if we recognize it, you get a signed poster. The Mythical Mail Bolder spins when we mention it sometimes. And other times, it gets up and it floats over here.
Woo!
Good gracious.
Now you need just ignore the intern that has it. Ignore the arms. It just floated.
A little bit of Alex's quaff. So if you want this poster signed by us and you want to purchase it, you can do that.
Thing.
Or you can just mail us something. Aaron Primrose from Newburgh, Oregon. We are going to put your chocolate covered, melts in your mouth, not in your hand thingy on the Mythical Mail Bolder. We're going to use glue, but I'm going to tack it there for now.
It smells like caulk. You know, like it's held together with some sort of like silicone.
Come on, guys, send us stuff. We need to accelerate the pace of growth of the Mythical Mail Bolder. This is not going on the Mail Bolder. Here, you can hold that up. Dear Rhett and Link, it's seriously my dream to be mentioned on Good Mythical Morning. I watch GMM every day before school. I love your work and your music. I thought, what better way to show my mythical beastness than to recreate your faces in 2D paint form. I even signed the canvas for authenticity.
Look.
From 16-year-old mythical beast Tamika Lawler in Adelaide, Australia.
Look, Link, do your face.
How's that? Is that good? This is gonna go over my license plate of my car.
That's illegal.
But then when the cop sees it, they'll be like,
Oh, it's you.
That's cool.
Who's your buddy?
Must be from Australia. You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Victor. I'm in Berlin, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
If you want a GMM poster for yourself, you can just buy one. Look, I was back here the whole time behind the boulder. I didn't go away. I was just hiding behind the boulder because it's so big.
Yeah, we'll find a special place for this. Not on the boulder.
There's
on the wall somewhere.
Special place in our hearts. Link tries to tell Rhett he has a booger without saying it. Look at how big this boulder is.
Yeah, it is. It's big. It's just kind of hanging out here.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be hanging right here, out.
It's not really hanging. I mean, it's kind of like it's on the table.
Well, just imagine if it were dangling.
Yeah.
And like if it was close to your face and just it was hanging out.
Like an amulet? I could wear this as an amulet, yeah.
Like an amulet, under your nose even.
Like a nose necklace.
Yeah, but if you already had one, how would you use it, you know? If you already had a nose necklace that you needed to get rid of first, maybe you would think about checking that out before you know.
You trying to tell me I got a booger?
Yep.
Why didn't you just say it?
Because I'm always looking for an opportunity to use the phrase nose necklace. Hey, The boulder has a microphone that's still workable. Work you into a lather, baby.
Oh, please.